Hi friends, welcome to MindThryve, where your story of growth begins. Let's start today's story.
A man had a strange talent. He could turn a 5-minute decision into a 5-week problem. A new opportunity, he analyzed it. A new habit, he researched it. A new goal, he created a plan for it. Then another plan. Then a backup plan. Then a plan for when the backup plan failed. And somehow, after all that thinking, nothing happened. If you've ever felt trapped inside your own mind, this story is for you. A man was known as the smartest person in his office. Whenever someone had a problem, they asked him. Whenever a project became complicated, they called him. He always had answers, always had ideas, always had solutions. People admired him, but there was one thing nobody knew. A man was stuck, painfully stuck. For years, he talked about starting his own business. For years, he talked about learning new skills. For years, he talked about changing his life. But talking was all he ever did. His notebooks were full. His calendar was full. His browser tabs were full. His life was not. Every night, he convinced himself he was making progress. After all, he was learning, researching, preparing, planning. But deep down, he knew something felt wrong. One Saturday afternoon, a man visited an old bookstore. It was a quiet place hidden between crowded shops. The owner was an elderly man named Krishnan. White hair, simple clothes, sharp eyes. A man spent 20 minutes comparing two books. He picked one up, put it down, picked up the other, read reviews, checked summaries, compared authors, compared prices, compared ratings, then started all over again. Finally, the old bookseller walked over. "Can I ask you something?" A man smiled. "Sure." The old man pointed at the books. "How long have you been deciding?" A man laughed. "Maybe 20 minutes." The bookseller nodded. Then he asked, "And how long will it take to read either one?" A man paused. "Maybe a week." The old man smiled. "Interesting." A man looked confused. The bookseller continued. "You spend more time deciding than doing." The words landed harder than expected. A man laughed it off, but something about them stayed with him. That evening, he couldn't stop thinking about what the old man said, because it wasn't just about books. It was about everything. Every opportunity became a debate. Every goal became a research project. Every decision became a mental battle. The next week, a man returned to the bookstore. This time, he wasn't there for books. He wanted answers. When he arrived, the old man was arranging shelves. A man walked over. "I think you were right." The bookseller smiled. "I know." A man laughed, then asked, "Why do I do this?" The old man sat down, then pointed toward a dusty chessboard nearby. "Do you play chess?" "A little." The old man nodded. Imagine a player who spends 3 hours studying every possible move. Meanwhile, his opponent simply makes one good move and continues playing. Who wins? A man thought about it. The one who keeps playing. Exactly. The bookseller leaned forward. "Your problem isn't lack of intelligence. It's fear disguised as thinking." Those words hit him like a punch, because deep down, he knew they were true. Overthinking felt productive. It felt responsible. It felt intelligent. But often, it was just fear wearing a smarter outfit. Fear of failure. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of choosing the wrong path. Fear of looking foolish. The old man continued. "Most people believe overthinking protects them. It doesn't. It only delays reality." For a moment, neither of them spoke. Then the bookseller picked up a blank sheet of paper. He drew 2 circles. In the first circle he wrote, "Thinking." In the second, "Action." Then he asked a man a simple question. Which circle changes your life? A man stared at the paper. The answer was obvious. Action. The bookseller nodded. Thinking has value, but only when it leads somewhere. A map is useful, but eventually you must walk. That night, a man went home and made a decision. Not a perfect decision, just a decision. He would spend less time planning, more time doing. The next day, he applied for a course he had been researching for 8 months. The following week, he launched a small project he had been postponing for years. Was everything perfect? No. He made mistakes. Lots of them. But something unexpected happened. His confidence grew. Not because he thought differently, because he acted differently. Months later, a man noticed something. The things he once feared weren't nearly as dangerous as he imagined. Most of the disasters existed only inside his head. Years later, someone asked him the biggest lesson he ever learned. He smiled and remembered the old bookstore. Then he answered, "The mind can be a powerful tool, but it's a terrible prison." Moral: overthinking feels like progress, but progress begins when action starts. You cannot think your way into a better life. Eventually, you must move.
So, friends, your time matters, your mind matters. Keep choosing growth. If this story moved you, a like or comment means a lot. And if you are new here, welcome to MindThryve. Subscribe and stay inspired.